I was wondering why flames are shooting out at me when I was talking to a dude. It's because a fucking mage is behind me shouting fire my ass. Spell Tome Oak Flesh. I'm learning spells up the yin yang in here. Just a minute, dog. I can't see. It's dark in here.
A sec, let me play.
No. Also, the topic of like Final Fantasy, I really could be playing like Final Fantasy 7 right now.
In light of the remake.
Yeah, that too. I heard the dumbass Polygon article where people like they're saying, "Oh, fans are not liking Barrett's voice, like or whatever, like voice in the reboot."
I've heard more people clouds.
Every comment on that article, no, we're not. It's like fans skeptical of like the new Barrett voice, and I just love how no, we're not.
Like, I haven't heard a single.
But I will say, my one thing I'll say is, when I think Barrett, whenever I play original Final Fantasy VII, I look at Barrett, I just think of Mr. T voice.
Yeah. I paid it. Yeah, that's kind of how I.
He's also one of the like 2 only party members in the game that swears. He doesn't swear a lot, though. He does not hold a cigar to Sid. Holy shit. Even though it's all censored, Sid is a fucking savage. Sid goes hard with his insults. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dog, what the fuck? The last time I played Final Fantasy VII, I beat one of the hardest optional boss. Well, for me, one of the hardest optional bosses first try, and I was very proud of it. The Lost Number can eat my ass. That's legit what the boss's name is, and I fucking hate it. It is a god-awful boss. And by god-awful, I mean you have to beat him to get the Odin materia and to get the key to get Vincent.
Really?
Yeah. And it's fucking irritating. Because he's one of those bosses where it's like, he has 2 halves, and like one half is weak to physical attacks, one half is weak to magical. And whenever, like, when you give him the half health, whatever damage type hit him when he hit half health, that side dies.
Yeah.
And so then you have to stop using that damage type and attacking with the other one. And I was fighting it with Cloud, Yuffie, and Red. Thank God I started the boss with Red having his limit break, so he gave everyone haste. Thank you, Red. You a homie. I also somehow already have Red's level 4 limit item. Yeah, he's only at level 1. I don't know how the fuck that works, but cool, I guess. Will I ever level him limit enough to use his level 4 item? I don't know, because I usually like switching in Sid in my party. Sid is a fucking beast. Dude hits for 9,999 fucking really early, and I love it. Then I tried to play Final Fantasy VIII. That game's a heap of garbage. Oh my god, like, I don't know how you go from such a great game as 7 and fuck it up with 8.
Yeah, I heard 8 was
8's gameplay, like, okay. 8's, like, story, not bad. Characters, fucking mechanics, though, ass. The junctioning system is fucking poop cheeks.
Wait, what system?
The junctioning system. You have to junction a guard. Basically, to use magic or anything, you have to attach a Guardian Force or a GF to your character. So basically, you have to attach a summon to your character for that summon to even be used. And once they're junctioned, then you can start equipping, like, magic. You have to junction a fucking summon just to use items.
Really?
Yes. And then you can also do draw, which I don't know what the hell is so hard about a fucking mana system, but it's like, yo, dog, when you want to use a spell, you have to fucking draw it from the enemy or the earth. So you do that, and it's like, oh, I draw from this enemy. Oh, now I have 5 uses of the spell Blizzard. So now I use Blizzard 5 times before I have to I have to draw more. I don't know what the fuck is so difficult with the mana system, but I would much rather have a mana system. It's also sad when I'd rather play the card game Triple Triad than the actual game. The card game in Final Fantasy VIII is fucking lit. Best part of Final Fantasy VIII, Triple Triad. I bought it only because I like Squall a lot. Squall is one of my favorite protagonists from Final Fantasy. Oh my god, I don't want to play that game. Especially when I bought it for the Vita, and the Vita doesn't have enough buttons for it. Because to run away from battles, to run away from battles in that game, you have to hold L2 and R2. Guess what the Vita doesn't have? So, you have to bind that. You don't have them to start with. You have to bind them to the back touchpad.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if you want to run away on the Vita, you have to hold the top left and top right corner of the touchpad on the back. Jeez. And sometimes that shit doesn't work. So then I'm like, okay, I'll play on my PS3. Because I have it downloaded on there too. I just can't fucking stand the game. Oh, and also another great mechanic. If you have a Guardian Force junction to your character, they can summon that Guardian, that summon basically, and have it come in and do attacks. If you overuse your fucking summon, it dies.
Really?
Yes. I wish I bought 7 and 9 when I bought the game. At least 9 is a normal Final Fantasy game that has Vivi, and Vivi is a home. Dark Mage.
Mana system.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck, like, oh, you're a JRPG, let's not have a mana system. Fuck.
I mean, like, just for the sake of different.
Yeah, I guess, and that's why at 9 they went back, because people didn't like 8. Another dumb shit about Final Fantasies. Have you been seeing all the people, like, bitching about, like, spoilers for Final Fantasy 7 since the reboot's finally being made again?
Spoilers? I mean, it's
it's a 20-year-old fucking game. So, if you haven't played it yet, sucks.
There's also, like, a million different...
There's also, the game is fucking $10 off the virtual store.
Yeah, like, what the fuck are you gonna complain about shit?
There's no excuse for bitching about spoilers from a 20-year-old game. You can find a way to fucking play it.
Yeah. It's not gonna be the remake, but it's the same fucking story.
I would right now, even though I am excited for the reboot, I still would rather play the old one, because that's just a complete package right there.
Yeah.
I had a friend on PlayStation who was bitching that I was saying about something not even particularly at all related to the plot of Final Fantasy VIII. It happens in the fucking credits. And he was getting upset for spoilers, and I'm the same thing. I'm like, you have the game. You've told me you have the game. Fucking play it. Don't bitch about spoilers of a game that's 20 years old.
It's kind of just stupid.
Wow. I haven't even fucking beat the game, and I know the god.
I didn't even fucking play the game, but I already the story.
Like, yeah, like I haven't even beaten it. I think I got to almost the end of the first disc, and I still know what happens.
Yeah.
The game's been out that long, it's just kind of like, okay. And also, the thing I was saying was a theory that has pretty good factual evidence to back it up.
What?
The fact that Squall dies at the end of disc 1.
Hmm?
And when you fight the main villain of the game, Squall runs up to her and she, like, shoots an ice shard into his chest. And he, like, falls and blacks out. And I think that's the end of disc 1. And then you wake up perfectly fine, but everything starts feeling weird. Like, characters change personality. Like, you start doing weird shit. Like, you go to space and stuff. Like, stuff starts, like, going really weird. And then when you get to the end of the game, it rapidly plays, like, Squall's memories from, like, the first disc, and they start getting blurry. And then and then, like, randomly while going through it, there's one single frame of Squall with no face. There's just a hole there. And that it's a whole theory that moment is Squall, like flashing before his eyes because he died.
Yeah.
And, like, the whole rest of the game was him, like, in a coma dying, and this was all in his mind. Because, like, one of your fucking party members, flat out when you meet her, admits she's in love with Cypher. But then as soon as the next disc starts, she starts loving you? And it's like, what? Like, I'm just gonna say, the characters are written really bad. There's 6 party members in that game if you include Squall.
Mm-hmm.
Squall is the only, like, well-written one. And that's saying something. Because Squall is just like, I'm edgy. Fucking your teacher, I think her name is, like, Quistis. She's okay. She's not awful. Then you got Zell. Zell is this annoying fucking twat. Has a fucking face tribal tattoo. And he's like, he's this Final Fantasy. He's like, I'm the punching people character. Can't have a Final Fantasy game unless you have a guy that punches somebody. Oh, wait, they haven't had one fucking 5 of the recent games. 10 you don't. 13 you do. 13 has Snow. Snow, in my opinion, is the only fucking good character from that game. Fight me. I also
has lightning in it.
Lightning, I argue with the same person that got mad at me for saying the spoiler of 8. Same guy who argues with me saying that Lightning is the best, like, one of the best protagonists. No, she isn't. She's the worst fucking Final Fantasy protagonist I think I've ever seen. God, she's awful. Holy shit.
I just noticed she's just kind of...
She's just a bitch. It's like all she is. Oh, hey, I'm angry all the time.
She's just got teenage angst.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Hates the fact Snow's marrying her sister. You're just mad because Snow's a more likable character. Wait, I just thought that was... Wait, in actual Final Fantasy games, is she actually the only female protagonist?
In Final Fantasy games?
Yeah.
No. Because Terra, 6.
Well, no, the problem with 6 is 6 doesn't have a set protagonist.
Well, that's true.
6, it's like, because 6 you can use anybody. You don't have a set stuck in your party.
Yeah.
Because that's the one reason I like 6. Because 6 was more of, like, every character has their own story that all leads to the same goal. And the Lightning's his ass. And they fucking, yo, dog, 13 was popular. Let's make 2 more. 13-2 is the best in the trilogy, in my opinion. That's saying something. It's also the only one that Lightning is not the protagonist in.
Hollywood, it's good.
You play as some random kid from the future and then Lightning's sister. That has a fucking Moogle that turns into a goddamn bow. 10 out of 10. And then you go to Final Fantasy 13-3, where Lightning is the only character in the entire game, and the game rips off fucking Majora's Mask.
Really?
You have a time limit for the entire game. You have to beat the game in a time limit. You have to save as many people as you can. I played that game, that's think, legit for like 10 minutes, and I stopped. And then you could... It's also got a dress-up simulator. You could dress up Lightning any way you want, and that's how you change, like, fucking stats, I think. I don't fucking know.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking stupid. And then 15 came out. Thank God 15 was not necessarily a good game, but it was better than 13. I beat 15. I loved my bromance road trip. Because that's all it really was. Too bad the game will never be completed.
Was 15 incomplete?
Yep.
Wait, how?
There were 3 DLCs that came out. There's the first 3 episodes. Basically, they were for your 3 party members. Ignis, Gladio, and Prompto. They each had, because there's moments in the game where they each get separated from the party, and like it's their point of view, so you learn more about the story. You literally need to play 2 of them to understand events.
Really?
Yes. And then they announced there was going to be 3 more. There was going to be episode Noctis, which I don't understand because he plays Noctis for the entire fucking game. And then there was 2 more. But the lead person from like fucking Square or whatever left or something like that. And so without him, they couldn't finish it. So now these DLCs aren't coming out, so the game's not finished. Cool. Like no, like in the DLC on episode Ignis, that episode explains why he goes blind. Because he just randomly appears blind in the game after like this huge battle. Like all you hear is he sacrificed his eyes for you. Which it's like, huh? But in that battle, if you do play episode Ignis, it's entirely that battle, and it's him sacrificing his eyesight to gain all-powerful like superpowers to fight off an army to save you. So he gets these powers, he helps win the fight, and then after he loses his eyesight as like payment for it or whatever.
Yeah.
And fucking Noctis is like, I'm gonna be a whiny little bitch. And then he cries a lot. He's like, oh, my fiance died. And Gladio's like, you little fucking bitch.
Well, goddamn GGness.
Fucking friend lost his eyesight, you little faggot. He still fucking drives somehow.
Does he?
Yeah. I really don't understand, but he does. After a while, like no joke, when you come back, because you fucking disappear for like 20 years or whatever, you come back, and like he's been living blind so normally that he just like he starts battling like he was, but like before he was blind. But you're just looking at him like, you're still blind, right? But I will, like, as much as I enjoyed 15, it's a game I'll never replay.
Really?
Like, yeah, no, I don't think I'll ever replay it. It was fun. I completed it once, and I'm good. Same with Type 0, Final Fantasy Type 0. I tried to replay it, but oh my god, his party system is ass. Oh, hey, we're gonna give you 14 party members. Oh yeah, you usually just make one party and level them up. Yeah, you have to do that for 2 separate parties because if you want the good ending, you need 2 fully leveled parties.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's dumb. Also, half our partner members are named after playing cards.
Playing cards?
Yeah, there's fucking 7 party members named after playing cards. Technically 8. We have Ace, 7, 8, 9, Jack, Queen, King. Man, these are creative names.
Those are good ass names.
Yeah, no, right? Oh, like the story in the game is its best part because it really shows like how terrible war is.
Mm-hmm.
But once you've played it again, the shock factor's gone. Like you see a kid get fucking shot in front of you at one point.
Really?
Yeah. The game is pretty gruesome and like dark. Like, it's like your fucking your crystal for your like your city or whatever makes it so whenever someone dies, you lose memories of that person, so it doesn't hinder you for battle.
Mm-hmm.
Your teacher dies at like 3/4 through the game, and all of your party members just forget who they were. And I'm like, you're all really gonna do that to your homie? You're gonna forget about your teacher like that? What the fuck? Also, Sid is the main antagonist in that game.
Really?
Yeah.
Sid a movie.
And jumping to 15 where Sid's a fucking old guy who barely does anything. The person that repairs your car is his daughter. I think her name's like Sydney or something like that. Something like that. She's got big ass titties. There was a fucking free like Assassin's Creed DLC for fucking 15. It was weird. I really don't know why.
9 was the last.
I think 9 was the last like good Final Fantasy game in my opinion. I haven't played 12 yet. I know Connor really likes 12. I'm gonna try and play 12. But until then, 9 in my opinion is the last like great Final Fantasy game. You know, it's difficult. The epilogue, the world of Final Fantasy. That's why I didn't do it.
The epilogue really bad.
The epilogue is ass. Yo, dog, fight like all of the most difficult bosses. Good luck.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I couldn't beat Leviathan. That was the boss I couldn't beat. You have to fight like some of the strongest summons, and you beat them, and then they join your team, and it's like, okay. But me being a man that had Ifrit as my starter, and still in my party, because it's like, why the fuck wouldn't you have it?
Yeah.
Leviathan kind of just shits on Ifrit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So that was fun. And the sister was riding like a 3-headed dragon thing, because my behemoth leveled enough and evolved into an extra large, so I had to summon it separately.
Yeah, I have them.
I did beat the normal game. I didn't get the epilogue ending, but at least I beat the normal game. I do, but it's one of those fucking like, oh, the epilogue ending's the true ending. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna fucking piss myself in anger from trying to beat these fucking bosses. But,
yeah.
Like,
I have a rage pee.
And there was like a half an hour conversation about Final Fantasy.
Yeah.